How's that look? Can you see me? I've got me Pablo Escobar t-shirt on. I'm supposed to get the papers. I've got Assam tea. I've got a pot of Assam tea. I made it with Assam leaves. It's really nice. I went to Charlie Boxer's Cafe in Bonington Square in Kennington. And Charlie said to me, add some of this Assam tea. I have some. It's kind of like an English breakfast, but with a different kind of... What's your favourite breakfast? What's your favourite biscuit? Hang on a minute. Have I gone live and there's only fucking 14 people here? What happened? That's what you don't... When you don't do it every week and everyone's on holiday. I don't know if you noticed, it's the Jubilee chunky. Ginger nut biscuits. Anyway, like I was saying, I was supposed to go and get the papers. Oh my God. Have you ever had a ginger nut biscuit for breakfast? That is amazing. But I've been up for hours. Anyway, I was supposed to, as people got questions, let's try and chip in. Look, we've got 26 people now. They're buzzing. What's happened to the YouTube? Let's get in over here so we can see. You are not alone. So I've done the thing this morning, newspaper reviews. And the main thing that I saw was it was 160 pages. I'm even joking. 100, I don't think I could have gone and bought that newspaper and gone through 160 pages. Oh. Can you even imagine having, look, I'll be going running to the toilet in a minute. So that's got that teapot actually has a thing in the middle. So what you can do, look, I'll show you, is you can put tea leaves in there. But me, I put them in there and I take them out of there. Because if you leave them in there, that tea will go black. It will be the darkest. It'll be really, really fucking dark. What are we talking about? We haven't got very far this morning because I'm still on the ginger snaps. Are you going to eat that whole jar? I'm going to have to move the jar. I have this one, and then I move the jar. They got Paddington Bear. The main story today, on the front page of the Royalist of Royals, is the Queen having tea, like me, having tea with an illegal immigrant. Look at him. And it's just so surprising, because why is the Queen having tea with an illegal immigrant? Shouldn't Boris, shouldn't Priti Patel, shouldn't they be sending that bear to be processed in Rwanda? Doesn't matter how he got here. That is so fucking bad. And I don't even know whether that's purposeful. Because inside my nut, inside my mental mentality, what I'm thinking is they're doing it on purpose. And look what they say. Marmalade, Your Majesty. But the truth is, in the newspaper yesterday is this story about a real refugee, not fucking Paddington Bear, mate. And it says here, refugee brothers 16 and 27 who fled Syrian war, split as one is being sent to Rwanda. The distraught Syrian said he'd rather kill himself than abandon his teen brother. The pair fled the war-torn country after being tortured by the regime. That's the real marmalade. That's the British marmalade. You know, that's the celebration. That's the fucking platinum jubilee. That's it all there. In one. In a fucking nutshell. From the front page of the Daily fucking Vomit. From there to what's real. You know, nothing is real. Nothing is real. People waking up this morning seeing pictures of Paddington Bear. You know, it's one illegal immigrant, like to one refugee. You know, why is it different for Paddington Bear? Has he get a fucking touch? Has he fucking... Was he tortured in Peru? Was he? Was there a war? Well, I don't know. Could have been a fucking war. Don't you find that sad? Don't you find that distressing? Oh fuck, I'm still eating the ginger snaps, look. Right, that's it. This one. I'm on a diet. I'm supposed to be juicing. I haven't even had a juice today. Right. There's 5 left. There's some broken rich teas. I'm moving it. Well, I'll just push it over there. I'll just move it over there. I've got a new box. It's kind of for blankets and pillows. It's like a wooden box. I bought it in a thrift shop. I love the ginger. You put all of the little crunchy bits are just layered across my teeth. If I roll my tongue around my mouth, with my tongue, I'm pushing morsels of ginger, succulent morsels of ginger off my gums. You even imagine that? I had this sudden urge to take my finger and my really sharp nail on my index finger. Like, that's really rude. I've been told that putting your finger in your mouth trying to get the ginger morsel, It almost feels like I have a ginger mouth because there's a little bit of a burning sensation. But what's really nice, that's nice, but what's really not nice is the feeling the feeling of having the crumbs in your teeth, like blocking in between each teeth. There's a little gap, isn't it, where they're individual teeth in between each one, and that, my friends, that is what causes plaque. You don't like that in your life, because if you get plaque, is it plaque or plaque? Plaque. If you get plaque on your teeth, it is bad news. They can rot your teeth. I want to say the SMT kind of gets into the back and gets a bit of it, but not a lot. I'm going for a third cup, but I can already, the temperature is lowered slightly. The brew. Sorry, I was just saying, I've got a low battery, 20%. But I have my trusty charger, but I'm going to have to move the lead over to here. I just burped. Plug it in. I don't think this charger's that great. I'm going to go and check to see whether the plug switch is on. I'll be 1 second. Don't move. Are you still there? Are you still there? It's saying that the plug charger is on, but I'm not too sure about that because Tiny's been using it. She likes twisting it. They twist the leads. I don't know what they do with the leads. I don't even know whether it's charging because YouTube doesn't give you that facility on tap up there. Look, we got 78 people watching. A minute ago we had 84. Yes, because you're supposed to be doing this a newspaper review and all you're talking about is ginger biscuits and the fucking plaque. Look, someone got a question. I'm sure it's going to be a big news. UK expats coming into Europe in tiny orange boats. Buy braided leads. Can I point out next time you make a calendar that you don't leave wasted white space and give us more day spaces to actually write dates? I love seeing the ginger and window. While they're looking at the lady in red, they don't have the government of austerity. That's it, isn't it? It's a massive fucking distraction. Someone was saying we got really big. In this country, we have really, really big fucking mummy issues. Is she in her 90? Oi, don't fucking start any of that shit. Look, thank you for being there for us, mummy. That was Prince Charles. They're saying we've got mummy issues. But the thing what we have got is the cost of living crisis. You know, we have child poverty. We have food banks. We have nurses eating from bins. We got Nana sitting in a fucking nappy, so wet, because we can't afford social care to change her nappy. We got Brexit. We got fucking Boris. We got fucking Prime Minister, a lying, cheating, corrupt, incompetent. Look, what do you mean, what child poverty? Are you real? It's really difficult to like talk to people like that. What child poverty? Go and have a fucking look around. Do you know what I mean? The fucking social services on the point of collapse. Do you know what I mean? There's like little kiddies living in like teachers feeding them when they come to school because they're so hungry. It's like, what, you not seen Marcus Rashford? Go to a food bank. You know, and they're all going, yeah, you can live on 30p. The Tories, Boris Johnson, he fucking, watch him live on 30. Did you see, he was out with Carrie the other day. They went to the Royal, what did they go to? The Queen's service. Actually, I have got a little bit. Good job I kept it. Do you remember my smashed iPad? Well, I took it into Apple and they changed it and give me another iPad instead, which was really nice. And was it Apple or was it the mobile phone shop? Anyway, I really needed one because it was smashed so much that like the glass on it, it cut my finger. So it got to the point where it was too dangerous anymore to have it. I'm just looking now for the bit where Boris Johnson, is it here? Where's Boris Johnson? Oh, there's, look, Nadine Dorries, there's Nads. They weren't booing him. Look at Boris, he's so fucking depressed. And he's sitting next to Carrie. And there's loads of speculation about what's going on. I was speaking to a journalist the other day who's like and I said to him, is there any kind of D notice? And he said, no, the truth will come out. Boo! 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 And the thing is what people aren't getting, they're booing Boris fucking Johnson. It ain't like, he ain't on a walkabout round Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? He's not up in Scotland. It's the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. He's going into a church, into St. Paul's Cathedral. The Prime Minister of the fucking country. And he's being booed. That's fucking bad. I'm telling you, that's bad. That's a bad look. Because they're not your normal booers. There's a journalist. And he says, well, the atmosphere's changed there remarkably. BBC, there was some cheers. Some fucking lunatic who's taken over from Laura Koonsberg. It was some jeers and some cheers. Fucking hell, it's like what somebody said. It's what we can't hear. We can't hear the exact same thing that you're fucking watching and listening to. They booed him. They booed him going into a fucking church, into a church service. Just tell us. I think Carrie was booing him as well. That was when Priti Patel writing up new legislation to make booing. You can't fucking boo Boris. Oh, I'm getting dizzy. I'm feeling a bit lightheaded this morning. Someone's tweeted here, Bozo and Carrie Antoinette are booed as they enter St. Paul's. Just shows the whole country has had enough of this monumental lying failure. Get him gone. He's a national embarrassment. Dead man walking. Oh yeah, this is the one. It said, well, what was previously a joyous atmosphere has turned to a chorus of boos and whistles as Boris and then look, on the front page of the Eye Weekend, Johnson said, without me, you're going to lose. They're like thinking, oh, for fuck's sake. We've lost anyway. Oh, look, the National, this is Scotland. They've been doing really incredible, they got in honour of the Platinum Jubilee. We'd like to thank Her Majesty for the bank holiday off. But it's 2022. Why is the monarchy still a thing? Today we declare that it's a long past time to give the whole institution a royal flush. Look, this is Scotland. They flush them down a fucking... Look, Beefeater and Corgi and all. We need to bin the Windsors and found a new Scottish Republic. Viva la Republic! Viva el Presidente! Oh, don't. Oh, fucking hell. That is so bad. That is so. I mean, that's bad, isn't it? They booed Boris, and Scotland wants to put them, and was just looking for the National today. That was Saturday's. Sunday National. Taken for mugs in broken Britain. I think that's quite a good graphic, don't you? Look at that. We've got how many people now? We've got 117 people watching. Trouble with Scotland is they're full of Scots. All right, Timmy. Timmy time. Timmy time TV. Cam. Jubilee special. Why Scotland must break free. On the history of the Union of the Clowns. Union Clowns. I think that's quite good. They do good graphics there. Oh, did you see, like, this fucking, on the Daily Mail, this is in the Daily Mail, right, they've written an article, and Nadine's up again. She's not a quitter. She's not going to quit on Boris. There's some saying, there's some speculation. I want to say, like, gossip isn't really my thing. I don't really sort of like, I believe more in facts, and I always say, like, even if you thought you knew the truth, you wouldn't be close. But you should be like thinking, like, you can't say anything until you know it's true. And maybe that's what the editor was trying to say to me the other day. You know, you have to wait for the truth. It's his fucking job. Go and look for it. Do you know the thing that no one even, like, not a single newspaper reported, like, where's Carrie? Like, she went missing, and as soon as the Ukrainian war started, she'd gone. Just gone. Run away. Some people are saying because she was, like, there at the foundation of the Conservative Friends of Russia with John Whittingdale or something. She was like an aide, like a little, like someone taking notes or something. But then she's like the Prime Minister's wife, and she's like fucking still in the Conservative Friends of Russia. Loads of those Conservative Friends of Russia. How many of those got sanctioned? How many of those are in trouble? Because we don't hear about that because of the Ukrainian war. Don't know. She went missing then. And then some of them were saying that's also, like, Boris was at a dinner, her husband, the Prime Minister, he was at a dinner, all male dinner, having a bunter, and apparently he said about his wife that he had buyer's remorse, which is a bit, you know what I mean? It's not a nice thing to say. Bet she's got fucking buyer's remorse. But on the gossip thing, there's no. That's why I was talking about Nadine. So Nadine is like infatuated. No, she's got her job from the Prime Minister, Boris. But does she love him? Does she have feelings for him? People have posted up pictures of her in Prime Minister's Question Time saying, "Get you that look of Nadine when she looks at the Prime Minister." She's like, it hasn't frozen, I'm just doing an impression. That's the look that Nadine Dorries does for Boris Johnson when he's batting off the fucking accusations of, like, lying, cheating, corruption, incompetence. People are going to say, like, are you related to Mike Yarwood? No one knows who that is. Are you a fucking impression? You should be on Britain's Got Talent because you're good. Anyway, Nadine, oh yeah. So the second part of the gossip, and it's around the internet quite a lot, is that Carrie's seen Zach Goldsmith. I saw pictures of it, but you can't believe that's true unless you know it is or they say it is. So I would say don't believe it unless it's true. Does that make sense? Anyway, Nadine has come out again for Boris. This is what I'm getting on with. Hold on, wait. Mark what? Mark's black cat painting. I know, you got black. They booed him at the church, exactly. Oh, there's the Dark Defender. Oh my fucking God. She get a name like that? The Dark The darkness, I'm the dark defender. Oh, for fuck's sake. Are we going to have like loads of... Are they all following me on here? Like having a go? Is that 130 people? How many of them are like fucking dark defenderish types? Anyway, Nadine Dorries, the Tory narcissist. Pig... What the fuck has he got to do with pygmies? This is Nadine Dorries, look. The Tory narcissist, pygmies and cowards hell-bent on handing Starmer the keys to number 10. I don't understand that. That's a really fucking mental thing to say. Anyway, let's have a look at the other newspapers. Rock and Royal. Brian May, Queen Victoria kicks off. Nice to have a party in a palace. That's front page of the Sunday Mirror. Thriller Queen. That's quite nice as well. Do you see that there? Britain rocks the Platinum Jubilee parcel party. There's a picture of the Queen and Paddington Bear again. Front page of the Observer. A long weekend and a carnival of memory. From the Stonehenge to the Mall reflects on celebrations and poignant symbols. Where the true party of patriotism, says Labour. Do you see that? We're the true party. What's that quote about patriotism? Is it the last refuge of a... Oh, no, I'm looking at the ginger snap. The last refuge of the scoundrel. We're standing up for the British and Shadow Minister appoints to booing of PM. Writing in today is Lucy Powell, the Shadow Minister of State for Digital, which now stands up for much loved British institutions, including the BBC and Channel 4. Being patriotic isn't something that Labour has always looked comfortable with, Powell admits, but progressive politics has been at its most successful and transformational when it captures the best of British values, nurtures our world... See, that's what... No, what are British values? When you see, like, sending... It's a long way over for those ginger snaps. I told you there's 2, 4... There's 6 left. Wait. Yeah, and some broken rich teas. There's 6 ginger snaps. And this tea is going to be cold. You know, I said that. I can't have it. It's black tea, by the way. Black tea. No milk in my tea. I wish there was someone there to make me a hot cup of tea. I could go off and make a hot cup of tea. Do you want to come with me if I go? Only 4 ginger snaps. I'm going to say it wasn't the whole packet there. To be fair, that's actually quite nice. When I say it's not hot, it's not like hot. It's not even hot. It's just... Is it warm? Not even warm. A bit lower than warm. Right, 1 more ginger snap. That means there's only 3. Does that ever happen to you? Do you ever like... Get a packet of biscuits, open them and eat them all. Prince William, looking like Max Bygraves, like, I want to tell you a story. He's actually said that he wants to, like, save the planet, save the world. He's just saying that because it's like the trendy thing to say. Right, I've got one more ginger snap, and then there's 2 left. There's only a dribble of tea in there, so I'm going to have that ginger snap, and I'll leave them 2 there in case someone wants them when they wake up. They wake up, no one of the ginger snaps. Guess who's going to be running down to the shop? Who's that all the ginger snaps? Daddy did it. Oh, fucking hell. I've been doing quite a lot of car boot sales. I was going to go to one in Peckham this morning, have a browse around, but it's so rainy. It's been so rainy. I like this as well. You see this today? God save the Queen, and it's got like, and my regime, fucking Boris Rotten. That's quite a good cartoon actually, Boris Rotten. Oh. It's like 160. Come on. Well said, Ken. Though you should have seen the snobbery and oh, for fuck's sake! Not mummy. They're eating, mummy. What is? Who's all these people on my chat? Who you chatting about? I'm going to put the kettle on. I'll go and put the kettle on and I'll go and get some more ginger snaps. And who saw that Nigella Lawson liked not one, she liked my cake. The kettle will come on in a minute, it'd be noisy. She liked my cake. Yeah, look, it's here, look. Tesco Finest Assam tea. So what you should do is you take that spoon as like a teaspoon. You take one. Let me go and get it. I've got to go and get the. Let's go and get the teapot. So you take. Don't do it so you've got like things up your nose. The video in. Whenever I hold it, because you've got your arm right to hold on to the camera. You've got your arm, but your arm's a bit lower than your head, isn't it? So when you walk along and you're filming and you're holding it, what most people's perspective is your hairy fucking nostril, which isn't like what it could be. A few people watching now. Do you always heat the pot? You put a little bit of hot water in there. Actually, I feel quite gluttonous. I'm just saying, over the noise of the kettle, that eating that many ginger snaps has made me feel a bit chunky. So look, 1 spoon, that's all it needs. Because I'm going to show you something. And remember, if you don't have a tea tin, get a rubber band, make sure that the air isn't exposed because they get dried out quite quickly. The sides are a bit sticky, they need a wipe down. Anyway, we're just waiting for the kettle to boil. I should do like a cookery. I was thinking about doing like cookery channel. Look, what's that there? That's a chocolate sponge I made. Half a sponge. Oh, I'm gonna try a bit of that. I'll just try a corner. Try a corner of the sponge in it. Pour the hot water. Don't overfill it. So what I do, see that colour already? I think it's done. I ain't even joking. So what you should do is I take the lid off, hold on to the lid. Hold on. This is going to be really, you have to be really careful. You hold the lid where you got the tea leaves in. Hold it like that. You can save these tea leaves and reuse them. And then you put it back inside, because if it doesn't go inside, the lid doesn't fit in and the lid will just fall through the hole. I want to say that chocolate sponge isn't too bad, actually. That's a good chocolate sponge in the morning. Better to have it without too much cream on. Right, let's go back into... Let me take you back into my parlour. Got a lot of lights on this morning because it's so dark. I mean, I haven't put the heating on though. Oh, fucking hell. It's a bit wonky, the thing. Hold on. Right. Now I'm going to tell you. Look, watch this. You ready? It's a glass teapot. You have to be very careful. Glass teapot's right. Oh, that was so perfect. Oh my God. Assam tea. Who would have thought it? And warm enough to have my last 2 ginger snaps. So I'm going to say, in all, this morning, I had 12 ginger snaps, and that's a lot. That's a breakfast. And this is why, when you go and put yourself on the scales, you always feel a bit heavier. I always feel, weigh myself when I first get off. When I first get up. One is too many and 1,000 never enough. You know when you smoke that first ginger snap, when you smoke the first one, all the rest of them after that, it's just like crack. Every single one of them. You get that rush. You get that feeling when they fill up in your gums and in your teeth and in the cracks. And then there's just an emptiness. It's just an emptiness. What's that record called? Do you remember that, what's that reggae record? What was it called? The one about like eating and like feeling emotional. Me belly full but me hungry. That was the line. Me belly is full but me hungry. And what that is like, I've eaten enough and I feel like that I've eaten enough and I feel, but I'm emotionally vacant. I feel my belly's full but I'm hungry. Right. Deep thought. I'm sure he was paid by what's no such thing as leftover crack. No, there is no such thing as leftover crack. There's loads in the carpet, apparently. Yeah, good song that, Chunky. Yeah, me belly full but me hungry. And that's like about an emotional state. I was like a lot of us are, like all of those things, sex, tobacco, alcohol, not sex, like porny, like kind of thing. Alcohol, tobacco, crack, drugs. Because even with that smoking thing, that's like every time you have a feeling, smokers, they like a cigarette, don't they? Every time they have a feeling, they like a cigarette. People eat on their feelings, don't they? People eat on their feelings. When people don't feel so good, they eat. Sorry, I just have to undo my belt buckle a little bit. Oof. And that's because you should wear I should have joggers or pajamas. I ain't got no pajamas. I have got pajamas. They make my legs itchy though. I don't like the material. My shins. Anyway, what was we talking about? The state of the world. Fucking look. There's the marmalade. If you missed it earlier on, Paddington Bears around the Queens. Let me just have a flick through and tell you whether I missed anything from the news, from the newspapers. Hold on. Let's go back up here. Anything in the newspapers? No, I think we've got it all. I think we've captured it all. I think, oh look, the little one, she's been doing lino cuts. So we got some lino. You can put the lino on a radiator, not when it's really hot enough. It makes the lino go soft and it's easier to cut. And they give you like little chisels. Don't, everything's reverse image. And then you get some ink and you roll it. And this was her first lino cut. What do you think? I really like it. She's got like the sun's up there as well. I think it's amazing. Like I kind of want to do lino cuts. I've been making t-shirts. Still waiting for the t-shirts to arrive, but like they said it's like to do with the double bank holiday, like the Thursday, Friday. But did you see like loads of people like getting a plane and they ain't getting on the plane because EasyJet, they've got no workers. A load of it's Brexit, but it's also the COVID because lots of people, they thought, oh fuck this, I'm not working in aeroplanes anymore. I'm going to go and get a different job. I'm going to retrain as something else. So they got no one to work, but they sold all the tickets. See, they don't give a fuck. They will sell all the tickets. And now people like stuck in Tenerife and places. Anyway, it's one of my t-shirts, White Lives Matter. I thought that's quite a good one. Can't show you that one because it's a bit rude. Apparently can't do anything too rude, otherwise you get in trouble. Yeah, and they're still doing like all my twee like paintings. That one's quite nice, I like that one. That's a swan. A fucking flamingo. Learn to let go. Yeah, you can go and look on my Etsy page. I don't know if anyone ever does, but you can go and look on it. I'm working like really hard. I was like so tired. I kind of need a break. I need a break. I was thinking like the best way to have a break. I like taking pictures and I wouldn't mind going around taking photographs for paintings. I find it quite hard. You can make sketches, but what I like is you can go and take the photograph and then you can crop it and you get the right composition. Do you know what I mean? Where the mountains, where the trees are, if you're doing landscapes, where the people are. I'd like to go and take some photographs. Just go anywhere, really. Oh yeah, I did these ones where I painted the front page of the Daily Mail and done like, it's like an eye test. See whether you can read that all the way to... It says, fuck the Jubilee, fuck the monarchy, fuck the Daily Mail, fuck the Tories, fuck Boris. Anyway, you kind of get the picture. Yeah, this is a good t-shirt. Nothing is real. I have got, do you want me to go and get you the t-shirts? Where's the t-shirts? I've got some here. Do you want to see them? Hold on. If anyone's wondering, I'm just going to get the t-shirts. Right, I'm back. Is everyone... How many how many you fucking know. How many we got 114, 113, 112. There's the actual real thing, look. I'm still waiting for Mr. Fruit and the Loom to sell me some more t-shirts. But look, that's so cool, isn't it? Oh, I've got this one here as well. This is another one from the Daily Mail series. This one is amazing. Who buys this shit? Yeah, look. I'll put it on so you can have a look. Oh, it's quite a soft t-shirt. Fruit of the Loom. Look at that. Can you see it? Bit chunky. Who buys this shit? That's a fucking good t-shirt, mate. You wouldn't like fucking walking down the street with that on. Like someone would be having a pop at you. Yeah, fucking there might be Daily Mail reader. That one's the Tory theatre. There's Nothing Is Real, which I was just showing you, which is really cool as well. Look at that. This is another one I can't show you, but you can look on the Etsy page. This one here is me. This is like, look, the artist. I think that's quite a good t-shirt. It doesn't say taxi driver, it just says artist. I like that. When I was doing, when I was thinking about like my moniker, which is, someone said, are you a taxi driver? And I said, no, I'm an artist taxi driver. So when I was calling myself the artist taxi driver, I had to make a decision there and fucking then on whether I used the word the in it. Have you ever seen Social Network, Mark Zuckerberg, about Facebook? So when he was thinking about it, he was going to call it the Facebook. But he just went Facebook. So it was a big decision at the time. I would have put the. There's Tory's Jaws. This is like, I painted the front page of the Daily Tory graph. I really like I like, there's people making, look at that. Isn't that really good? I love that. It's a bit scary if you're walking down the street with that on. And here's another Daily Mail one as well. Look, wipe your bum here. Which probably isn't the most fucking right thing that you should have on a t-shirt, is it? Wipe your bum here. I like this one as well. It's can you see it? Pablo Jesus. He's from Narcos. He was a Colombian drug trafficker, but this is him as the Sacred Heart of Jesus. They used to have like posters around his hometown. I can't remember where he's from, somewhere in Colombia. They would have posters around with him as the Sacred Heart. I saw it on Narcos. Oh, fucking hell. Right, this is the 1 hour newspaper review show, and you've done about 2 minutes on the fucking newspapers. The rest of the time what you've been doing? What you've been doing? Eating fucking ginger snaps. Do you know what I mean? If there was a fella come along now and he'd done a time and motion study on you, you'd be gone, mate. You'd be out that door quicker. Oh, don't. Oh, fuck's sake. Look, I haven't even been to the toilet once, and I want to say this is my 6th cup of tea. Have I told you, is Assam tea. It's so nice. But I feel like I've drunk a lot of it. I wonder whether there's definitely caffeine in it, isn't there? There's caffeine in tea. Because I feel speedy. Anyway, today's 1 hour newspaper review show. Has anyone got any questions before it becomes the 45-minute review show? So fucking off. Oh, fucking hell. I'm going today, I'm going to an all-day rave in heaven up in Charing Cross. So if anyone wants to find me today, I'll be over at an all-day rave. Hold on, wait. I'll find you the flyer for it. if I can find it, right, I'll go on the internet, it might be on here. Return to Heaven. So when we were growing up in the 80s, I think about, we came back from Ibiza and there was a guy called, what was his name, Ian St Paul, who's like, he started a club called Futures. It was on a Thursday night and used to go in, side entrance, so it was a little bit of the heaven at the back, but it got so packed. The only night they gave him, they must have thought, oh, just give him another night, we'll give him a Monday night. Well, it fucking kicked off. The resident DJ was Paul Oakenfold. And they used to have like green laser going up and down. And I'll be in the DJ box with Paul Oakenfold. I knew those guys then. Don't know them now. I think the last time I see Paul Oakenfold, I was in a hotel in Singapore and I was like really fucking sick. I mean, like coming off heroin sick. I was so ill. And my friend had left me in the hotel room and he'd been out and he met Paul. He said, oh, come back, Chunky's in the fucking hotel. And when they opened the door and they come in, it was just like fucking, it was like a war zone. It was like someone had fucking, it was just vomited everywhere because I was so sick. Well, that was the last time I saw Paul Oakenfold, and that was like in the fucking early 90s. It's weird, I always think it's like, that's like about 20 years ago. But 20 years ago was actually 2002, wasn't it? I've just lost all sense of time. But yeah, so it was called the Land of Oz. We went up to Manchester as well. We took a coach. We did it because we had a kind of like a sister club, or our friends were doing the that club in Manchester called? Forgotten its name. What was that? Hacienda. It was all going out Ibiza, fucking partying. Who's going to Ibiza this year? Remember, every year I used to go to Ibiza. Every year, every fucking year. I'd stay there forever. 12 years I went there. First time was in 1982, stayed till about 1994. That was true. That was the last time was 1994. I was so sick. Just got deteriorated. Quite hedonistic. Just started to take harder and like more drugs but yeah, we'd be in the Amnesia, in the Coup Club, go watch Sunset, the Cafe Del Mar, Sunset at Benaras, where they play the drums. I actually painted, there's a painting on my Etsy shop of Benaras. It's like a big rock with it. It's not even a finger, it's like a rock that's like that shape. It's out in the sea. People go swim out to it and jump off and jump in the sea. There was a lot of jumping in Ibiza. We used to jump off of like cliffs and that. There was a guy called Miffa, he was from up north, he was from Sheffield. I'm going back to Sheffield again. I've got an art exhibition in Cole's Corner. So if you're in Sheffield on, what day is it today? I want to say it's not next weekend, it's the weekend after. Let me check that. Is it next weekend? If it's next weekend, fucking hell. Hold on, let me have a look. I have to go onto my Twitter, right, and I'll put in Sheffield. How do you find things? I'll put Sheffield. Oh, there's some clicking. Sheffield Chunky Mark. When am I in Sheffield? What day is it today? Saturday the 18th of June. Is the exhibition poster. Cole's Corner, 322 Abbeydale Road, Saturday the 18th of June, 12 to 8 p.m. Sunday the 9th of June, 19th of June, 12 to 4 p.m. So that's not next weekend, the weekend after. I'm going to be up there. I'm going to do the Sunday newspaper review from here. The guy from that band, what they're called again, he's coming to do it. He's going to be doing the newspaper review with me. But what was I saying before we went? Do you know the train? Look, the train ticket to Sheffield from London, there's £180 return. The coach ticket was £12 return. I'm on the coach. I know, I'm fucking definitely on the coach. Yeah, it's quite a nice place, Cole's Corner. I did a piece, I went up there before. Why was I talking about Sheffield? Oh, I knew a lot of people from Sheffield. They used to come to Ibiza. Sheffield, Manchester, Failsworth, that kind of place. Maybe there's going to be some people from Sheffield and Manchester at the... Oh, that's what I was looking for. I knew I was looking for something. Looking for the poster for today's... Look, we've only got 5 minutes. What's that say? It should go what? Something about... What did I see about Sheffield? Someone did say something derogatory about Sheffield, or was it a good comment? No ginger snap. No fucking ginger snap. Protein powder make me sick. Protein powder. Is that a ginger snap? Protein... Am I going to have to turn off the fucking comments on here? Or am I going to have to, like, because all you people out there commenting, I don't like you. I had a few Bloody Marys to celebrate Johnny's victory. Go to Sheffield via Doncaster, then change. It's cheaper. Is that true? I didn't know that. And getting the coach. Do you know the coach was like £6 each way? And it's like, basically, a couple of hours later, which you can just like work on the internet. Where's the rave? Right, listen, let's get on with the rave, quick. Where's the rave? It's in heaven. Right, it's called Return to Heaven. And today is the 5th of June. So I'm writing Return to Heaven, June the 5th, 20. And the people have done their own work and got this out. It's on events, look, there it is. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, it's from 12 o'clock till 1 o'clock. Mr. C, Evil Eddie Richards, Kid Bachelor, Jazzy M, Terry Farley, Pete Ella, Alex P, Trevor Fun, Colin Dale, Nancy Noyes, I know Nancy Noyes, Lisa Ladd, I know her as well, Tony Wilson, Norm Ski, Miss C, Jesse James, Steve Lee, I know him as well, he's a Chelsea supporter, LSD, I actually read it, his name's, or their name's Ellis D, Chalky White, Groover Washington and Marco Rinaldi. Can't say that I know everybody on there. Interested? No, hold on. I want to see a picture of it. I want to see the poster. Oh, it's from 3 PM till 1 AM, minimum age 18. Look, that's it there, that's the poster, Return to Heaven. It's got a big smiley face on it. Second release tickets, last few tickets left. Early bird ticket. Alex P. I know him. He was in Ibiza, Alex P. I want to say before he was a DJ, was he, I'm sure I know him. I do know him. Steve Lee, that's Steve Lee. He's a Chelsea supporter. Trevor Fung, I know him. Trevor Fung, he's from Streatham. Trevor Fung, know him. Tony Wilson thought he was dead. I don't even know who that is. There's Lisa Ladd there, but there's no, like, Kid Bachelor, Evil Eddie Richard. Mr. C. Is he like a rapper, Mr. C? Is he like Mr. Chessie? Hang on a minute, is Mr. C, is he He's a Great? Is that really him? Oh. Balearic beat up on the roof, al fresco. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, so that's Nancy Noyes. She's like a DJ. I know Nancy Noyes. She's like, when I first was in Ibiza, I think about 84, I went with my friends, or 85 or 83, I can't remember. And they all went home and I stayed. I stayed in an apartment with Nancy, her sister Kate, um, Michelle East, Joanne Mackay. Yeah, that was yeah, back in the day. Yeah, and I was like the manager of this DJ. I'll show you. I was a DJ manager. I only had one DJ. I was the manager of the DJ Alfredo. Do you know him? He was like the number one DJ in all the world. I was his fucking manager. Yeah, we went to London. Me, Manola. Manola, he jumped out the window like a little while ago. I was speaking to him. He's in a hospital in Spain. He hurt both his legs. He's not fucking doing so well. He just fucking, I don't even know why he jumped out the window. It's like fourth, fifth floor. It's me, Manola, Alfredo, and a guy called Santi. He was a lad. He used to have like one of those Irish Fox Terrier. He was a fucking lad. Santi was a lad. In fucking Ibiza, mate. Oh my god. Pasha, Coup, Amnesia. I used to work in Amnesia. Me and Manolo, we were the fly posters. We used to get the fly posters and we used to go around fly postering like all over the island. So they had special themed night. Bastille Day, like Jungle Party. They had Foam Party. They had all these different parties. And yeah, I took Alfredo. We went and we stayed we rented a house from a friend of my dad's in Crystal Palace, no Adley. Yeah, we ended up like staying in his house and we just used to drive all round the fucking place, wherever he was booked into. I'd be driving him everywhere until I just thought, I remember I just went back to Ibiza. Stayed there one winter and I was with Manola and Alfredo he'd gone off DJing, and then the owner of Pasha, his son, was it his son or was it the owner? Hugo was our friend. He's like the son of the owner of Pasha, but he was really young. We were all really young. Anyway, the owner of Pasha sent Alfredo, because we were staying in his apartment up in Ibiza Old Town, sent him a whole case, I'll never forget, a whole case of vino, of wine, like 12 bottles. It was like a fucking sealed case. It was Sonorio de Ganza, 1964. Manola says, like, fucking hell, he's not going to be back for ages, like weeks. We should have a bottle of that with some pasta tonight and a little bit of parmesan on top. So we open up. Fuck's sake, I remember we drank all 12 fucking bottles, not in the same night, but over like about a week, because it was so nice. And every time we couldn't, we couldn't eat the pasta and parmesan without the fucking wine. We just couldn't. And then he came back. I can't even remember whether we told him that, like, fucking, I've forgotten his name now. Anyway, he was the owner, what was his name? The owner of Pasha, I forgot his name now. I remember Tony, he was the owner of Amnesia. It was Boy George's birthday. Boy George had his birthday on the opening of Amnesia. They had like, that was the year the one, so they had a poster for every single opening. That was the year the one with she was like the woman she have a wedding dress on? Yeah, was it June? When's Boy George's birthday? Well, I don't even know whether it was actually on his birthday. But yeah, Tony and Maria. Tony was married to, like, he had Maria. 14th of June was his birthday, Boy George, see? And they had the opening. It was open air in them days. There was no fucking, it wasn't a roof. It was before all the complaints came in about the noise. There was no roof on it. We were just like, Alfredo was DJing, and there was a crew of us. There was Alfredo, and then there was Ricky. Do you know Ricky? Ricky was the rapper from, well, he wasn't at the time, but he went on. He done all the things on KLF. Do you know KLF? All the Tammy Wynette one, when oh Moo Moo Land, Well, Ricky was the rapper on that. So there was Ricky, Alfredo, and one other fella. And this fella used to bring a fucking, he had a synthesizer. He's from North London, he's from Camden. And he turned up and he had a manager with him. I can't even remember the manager's name. Anyway, he came up and he was playing in, we signed him up to come and play. So while Alfredo was DJing, this fella would come and have a go at fucking, like the organ or whatever he was playing, synthesizer. Do you know what his name was? Adamski. It was fucking Adam. And I saw him a little while ago. He got married. Where did I see him? I went out to, like, he was at an art event. He was playing downstairs at an art event. But yeah, well, did I see him in Ramsgate? Who did you see in Ramsgate? Oh no, it was the other guy. No, I saw him in Rich Mix, in the cafe in Rich Mix, Adam, with his wife to be, and they had a little, like, was it a dachshund or is it a small dog? But Adam was like, he done the thing with Seal, didn't he? And he also done like Energy, which was like with the Lucozade bottle, which was quite popular at the time. He was big, Adamski was big. He was fucking full on. Yeah. And there was, did you see, what was his name? His On You Sound System, which was Paul Oakenfold. I saw him down at, he was with Skip McDonald, and they were like from, they were the rhythm section, Skip McDonald and Little Axe. Skip McDonald and Little Axe, they're American. They was the, oh, fuck's sake. He's Adrian Sherwood, African Head Charge. I saw him down Ramsgate. I was down there like doing something. Anyway, I ended up in his house. And there was like Skip McDonald was in there and Little Wax. I ended up interviewing them. It's on the YouTube. Yeah, that was fucking. They're from. What were they from? They're from the. Dun 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 dun. I met all of those. I met Wonder Mike. I met what's all those rappers that invented like fucking rap and that. I met them in Merthyr. I was in Merthyr Tydfil. They were all down there. I interviewed them down there. Melly Mel, Wonder Mike. What's the name of that band? They're like a conglomerate. What's the conglomerate of all that lot? Sugar Hill Gang. The Sugar Hill Gang, that's it. I met all of those. They got all fucking baseball hats. Melly Mel, Wonder Mike. Yeah. I got, is it cocaine as well? Like, yeah. Do you know at a bar in Ibiza, listen to this right, at a bar in Ibiza up in the old town, is up where like mainly they sold like, or there was some heroin being sold in that region. We was up there and we had this bar, it was called Rocky's. It wasn't really a bar, we used to get a multa, which was like the police used to come and give you a fine, like because you didn't have a licence. We got a licence. You know, 5,000 pesetas. Which is equivalent of like £25 or something like that, 5,000 pesetas. But anyway, we were in there and I've got a double cassette machine. So it's a cassettes. Do you remember the cassettes? And that's all there is. In the toilet, there's no toilet roll, there's like a fucking foil roll. Anyway, so I'm in this bar. We got a rooftop. So you come in the bar, there's a long bar on that. Nothing, just like fucking 2 cassettes. That's all I got in there. And I think there was me and my mate in there. And yeah. So the 2 cassettes that we had, do you want me to tell you what they was? It was the Story of the Clash 1 and Story of the Clash 2. That's all we had. And now I'm not even fucking joking. We would put the Spanish radio on sometimes, or Ibiza radio on sometimes. But we only had these 2 cassettes. We would play them over and over. If they got chewed up, you just get a pen inside, but they never really got chewed up. We just played Story of the Clash 1 and Story of the Clash 2. I'm in the bar, I'm standing behind the bar, fucking playing this music. Who walks in the bar? I mean, you have to go upstairs. It's like a little door like that. You can't even see it's a bar. It's a door. It's like basically you have to turn sideways to get in it. You go up these stairs and there's like a little bar and then you come out onto a rooftop. It's really high up in the castle bit or just below, like in the, you have to even get to the fucking, it was in Plaza Draceneta. Even to get to Plaza Draceneta, you can't get a car up there. There's no cars up there. But you had to walk up there, it was a climb. Anyway, comes walking in the bar. Who comes in the bar? Go on, have a guess. Mick fucking Jones. And we've only got 2 cassettes. The Story of the Clash 1, The Story of the Clash 2. Yeah, ended up hanging around with him for a couple of weeks. He had a girlfriend, an American girlfriend called Lou. Yeah. I remember I got on a plane. Where was I going? We went to Palma, Mallorca. No, Valencia. We went to Valencia. So I'm in the airport with fucking Mick Jones going to Valencia. There's a fella just fell to his feet and started like praying at Mick's feet. And who else was we with? Have a guess. Lee fucking Chapman. He was a football player who was going home. He had to get back because he was out on holiday, but he was getting back to play in the fucking Charity Shield for Leeds United against Man United. I think it was 5-4 or 4-3. And he was going to Mick Jones and me, do you want tickets? I don't know what I was up to, some fucking skullduggery. I don't even know what I was doing in Valencia. They had, in Valencia, they had like the Spook Factory. Have you ever heard that music? Bacalao. It's like industrial, like it's from the 1980s. A lot of German. It was really hard industrial music. They played it in dark clubs at after hours clubs, 6 o'clock in the morning. You never played it before. It was like, remember that film Christiana F with like David Bowie? That film. It was like the nightclubs were just like really dark, and it was like the ones that I went to was like in hot places, and they were dark fucking places, and they would play this like industrial music. But they also had a mescaline factory was running at the time in Valencia, so there was a lot of mescaline. They were like, they put it in powder form, the big fucking capsules, green capsules like that. Remember were they 10,000? I think they were 10,000. Is that right? 10,000 pesetas. Would that be 50 quid? But you could get one. You could go after that on someone. Take that. It's like peyote cactus, and go and listen to some fucking. Was it Spook Factory? But that's some really fucking mental music. I wasn't really a dancer. I want to say I never went to dance. I used to go and sit in the speaker. I'm surprised my hearing's very good because I literally used to go and sit in the speaker all night. Yeah. I remember one morning just waking up, I'd gone off and we was in this blacked out Mercedes and I ended up at this house by the pool. And I think it was the first time I heard, it was Mind Bomb, I remember like really fucking tripping listening to that. Music was trippy, wasn't it? And I remember sitting like after clubs and like it was like 9-10 in the morning, walked up to this thing you overlooked. There was a little place you used to get like you can get chocolate like a cola cow, or you can get milky chocolate, and they have these in Spain. They have madalenas or madeleines. Are they French? I call them madalenas. I don't know what anyone else. You can dip them. They're just like a Madeira sponge, and you dip them in. But I remember having a yellow Sony Walkman. So that would have been, you put a cassette in it and you shut it. And do you know what I had? I had Fleetwood Mac, and it was the album with the jungle on the front. What was that album called? It had Tell Me Lies, Sweet Little Lies, and all those tracks on it. Something in the Night. Is it Tango in the Night? Yeah. Fucking hell. You know, it was 1994 was the last time I was in Ibiza. What year is it? 2022, 28 years. You know, I almost feel like this summer that at some point I'm just. How much is the ticket to Ibiza? I'm going to check. How would you get to Ibiza on the plane? Who flies to Ibiza? Let's have a look. And is it because you're going to the thing today? Is it because you're going to the all-day rave that you're thinking about going to Ibiza? Look, do my finger. You give this. You got my fingerprint. I have to do code. Can you see the code? Don't look. Right. I want to say EasyJet, but then we were just talking about EasyJet. I'm just going to do flights to Ibiza. Flights to. But I don't even want to go. I don't want to go to any raves or anything like that. If I went to Ibiza, I'd have a walk up the old town, go up through that arch, I'd go down Vara del Rey. Vara del Rey, do you know in the middle of Ibiza, the main monument is pirates. It's like Pirate Island. Right, flights to Ibiza, Jet 2, never heard of them. Apodo, EasyJet. I want to say if you get an EasyJet flight to Ibiza, you could be in trouble. Septal cookies. Right, London Gatwick to Ibiza. When you go in, returning. I'm not picking a return date. One way. No, I'm two way. I'm not going one way. Not fucking again. Right, from Gatwick. From London Gatwick to Ibiza. Departing. Oh, fucking hell, there are hundreds. Oh, look, there's one there. £53. £39. That one's quite cheap. Do you want to go in July? It's fucking hot, mate. See, I can't do the heat anymore. I can't do the heat. If I went there, I'd be so hot. I don't like it hot. Do you like it hot? I can't bear the heat. Anyway, July. What about September? 91, end of September. Oh, fuck it. Should we just leave it till September? So if you went on. What? That's not even fair. You said it was £31. You just changed it to 72. They did that. Why did they do that? I don't want to go there then. It says £30. I go for £30. £30 flight. And you changed it to 72 again. Right. That's fucking it. And I'm not even staying for weekends because I don't need to be there on weekends. Show flights. Depart on a Sunday. Yeah, it's there. Look, £29. There's another £29. You got any more £29 flights? 235. I know why that is. That's because that's the day after the weekend, which would probably be the closing. One for 45. How long would you have stayed there if you went on the 25th and come back on the 5th? That's 6. That's 11 days. 11 days is a bit too many. Let's do less. Lowest fare. That one there. Only 3 seats left. Continue. I don't need anything. I don't need a bag. I'm walking. I'll just take my passport. You don't need fucking. Do you know? Have you noticed the bags cost more than all flights selected? Continue. Standard. One small under the seat. Continue with standard fare. If that price goes up, one small under seat. That's it. I'm bringing a rucksack. You only need a couple of pairs of pants, one pair of shorts. You don't even need jeans. If you need any jeans, you could just borrow them from someone. Right. Skip seats. Who gives a fuck where you sit? You're on your own. Select seats. Oh, fucking hell. You forcing me. Look, I'm not paying for a seat. I'm not paying to select a seat. What's even going on? No. Skip seat selection. Where would you like to sit? I just said I don't want to sit anywhere. Anywhere you like, I bought a ticket. Why are you making me pick a seat? All right. Look, I just paid $5.99 to choose a seat. Fuck's sake. Bastards. Don't want to add a cabin bag. I'm bringing a rucksack. No thanks. I'll take a small cabin bag. No thanks. Skip bags. All can bring on board one small under the seat. Yeah, that's all I want. I'm only getting a rucksack. Don't want a car. Hang on, you might need a car. How much is a car? Well, where's the cars going? Car rental. £48 a day. Fucking hell. I'll have to come back to that. COVID-19. No, I don't need insurance. I'm an existing customer. Anyway, let me just go back. At the moment it's showing it's costing £71 to go to Ibiza for 5 days. It's cheaper than a ticket to fucking Sheffield. That's not until September though. That seems like a long time to wait. I want to go tomorrow. Anyway, what's happening? Look, I went off. Are you still there? Like 81 minutes. The rules would be far more democratic. A lot, of course. Population increased by millions. All right then, listen. That has been one of the best fucking 1 hour newspaper reviews I've ever done in my life. I feel quite emotional. If I'm going to go to the thing, I bought a new shirt. I got a new shirt. I'm not sure whether it's on here. I bought a shirt for today. I bought it in a thrift shop. I don't think it's on here though. It's on my phone, which is a shame. I would have liked to have shown you. All photos. Why doesn't the iPad save the photos like the other one saves the photos? Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Yes. So I went to the thrift shop. Now, I want opinions about this. I went to the thrift shop and I bought a shirt. And I'm going to wear it today. What do you think of my shirt? Go on, you can say opinions. What do you think about that? Do you like that shirt? Can I wear that shirt? Can I get away with those trainers and that shirt? Same jeans? Not a lot of people know this. Do you know that I have only one pair of jeans? And I wear them every day. Well, I've got some shorts, so in between, I don't go out every day, so you can wash them like once every like 3-4 months. The shirt is fine, nice one, Phil. Can you see the ring? Interesting you compare past violent uninvited invasion to... What are you talking about? See, I'm not reading you. Look, I bought a ring as well. Do you want to see the ring I bought? Me and the little one, we bought a ring each. Can't hold a wrinkle in my hands. Look, there's my ring, that green one, that's her ring there. Isn't that amazing? I bought that ring, £8. £8. Not sure whether it's an antique. But it's nice, no? See, it's like an emerald. So I bought the ring to go with the shirt. Yeah, I'll be off raving today. Actually, is there any sign of life? Is there anyone getting up in this house at all? What time of the day is it? Do you know what I mean? It's like 11:30. Oh my God. I've been on the show for ages. Listen, that's what I was saying. Go to my Etsy page. Have a look at, like, I got t-shirts. Like, this t-shirt is fucking... And I washed this one already. Just, I did a test to see how it came back out of the wash. But it's quite a cool t-shirt, no? Anyway, go Etsy. I've got loads of paintings as well. But I need to start painting again. This week I'm going to be really busy. I'm going to try and get like, the t-shirts never come yet. I'm still waiting for the fucking t-shirts to come. They're being delivered by Hermes. Someone said they're fucking notoriously bad. But it was like, it has been like 2 days from 4-day fucking, what's it called? Jubilee party, the Queen, Paddington Bear and the Marmalade. Anyway, I feel exhausted again. I might go and have to go and have a lie down. Might have to go and have some more Hassan tea. No more fucking ginger biscuits though, you greedy git.